All right, part 4, The Stand. Oh, this is the last one I can do. I was going to do more movie reviews after this, but fuck, dude, I am burnt. It's 1:30 in the morning. I started these at like midnight, so this is going to be like 2 straight hours of reviewing this, but that's what I expected. This is a long ass review. All right, let's finish this shit up. Now, this is that segment. This is that part. This is um, that one I wanted to talk about because this ending is super lame to me. And I'll tell you why here. So, all right. First off, we've got Stu, and he can feel Harold's demise. So I guess there is some kind of uh, acceptance or some kind of apology, or Stu knows that he fucked up, and I don't know, because as I said, Harold leaves a note like I was misled before taking his own life, and it's like, well, no one's ever gonna see that, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess with Stu feeling his death, maybe he can go back and report to people like Harold, but he wouldn't have had to do that note. I don't know. Regardless, we got a Sam Raimi cameo in here, which is pretty cool. Um, and Dana. So Dana is one of the ones that go in to infiltrate, and she is changing in a sequence. And holy shit, what a killer body this chick has. Dana kills herself brutally. If you're gonna kill yourself, man, breaking a pane glass window and then just shoving your neck down onto a jagged spike of what's left of the glass sticking up from the place it was fastened to. Holy shit. What a horrible, brutal way to die. And you would not die instantly like that. You would bleed out for a while and regret every second of it. Holy shit, that chick was dedicated to the cause. Yeah, Harold is broken absolutely everything, and he talks about his ribs are broken and this and that, and he gets up and turns over and crawl. Hell no. I fractured a rib about a month ago, and let me tell you, just that one small rib fractured like that, trying to sit up was agony. If his legs and his ribs, all that were broken like he says, that dude couldn't move. He could not move an inch. He'd be dead in like half an hour, but still, regardless. God, this chair is killing me. I've been sitting here for like fucking 3 hours though, so more actually. I think like 4 hours. Nadine's tits. Yeah, I talked about those already. Nadine is raped, which this kind of just sends her into a totally different mindset. From this point on, she is just dead. Any chick that comes around Randall Flagg just seems to kill herself. He's not very good with women. Although these days, I think I might be worse with women. Jesus Christ, man. I seriously can't even get a girl to talk to me these days. I don't know what the hell's happened to me. But I guess none have killed themselves. No one's ever broken a pane glass window and just like shoved their neck down onto it or jumped off a building. Though I haven't raped anybody either, so maybe that's probably why. Nor am I going to. Nor am I going to. And I think it's funny because I feel like Randall Flagg actually likes and gets off on the fact that Nadine hates him. Like, he seems to be turned on by the fact that she hates that he took advantage of her, that he raped her. He's like, that's him. That's what he's into. He's like, fuck yeah. So it seems like he's like more into it when she's less into him, which would kind of make sense. And then they set out on foot, like as a fellowship. I was expecting one of them to be like, I'm going on an adventure, carrying a freaking ring or something, but no. So then Stu is a total idiot. Somehow he trips and falls, although this saves his life, so it's probably the best clumsy mistake he's ever made. But he breaks his leg being a total idiot. The tough guys in Vegas just don't appear tough at all to me. They're like not tough at all looking. I was laughing looking at all the guys in it. It's like that classic 90s villain character looking guys, and it's like those guys look like total they look like dads who are trying to be tough on the weekends. Like they're like actually like lawyers and stuff. You know, those guys who are like, I forget what they call them, weekend warriors or something, where they like go out in their Harleys and they try to like look like they're tough, like old dogs or something. It's pretty funny. And so Randall Flagg has this power to like shoot power out of his fingers and kill this one guy, and then Shawnee's character actually touches that guy as he's still down on the ground and it kills her too. That whole thing is idiotic. And then the power that he expels onto that guy and that actually like transfers over to Shawnee then comes off of both of them and turns into the hand of God. That's Mother Abigail's voice, and it goes and it grabs the mom and it blows it up and all that. Huh? Like, why did the power coming off of them turn into the hand of God? Like, did he expel power that he was holding within him? And then, while that power was there, open for the taking, Mother Abigail or God came in and harnessed that power and turned it into the hand of... Like, I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't understand why that power then turned into good power. That makes no sense to me. Now, The Stand itself, what the movie, the book, everything, is called The Stand, right? So this is leading up to the big stand that they're going to take against evil, right? It's good versus evil, the stand against evil. So Larry and the country guy, whose name I just cannot remember for the life of me, they go down to Vegas and they just get themselves captured. They talk to Flagg for like a minute. Then they're strung up like Jesus on a crucifix in front of everyone in town square. And then they just sit there. And then Trash is the one who actually does everything. He's the one who goes and grabs a fucking A-bomb. He brings it back. And then Mother Abigail blows it up, or God blows it up, and they all die. What were they standing against? What was the stand? Why did Larry and him have to even go there? What am I missing here? Like, what are they standing against? Like, it would have made sense if, like, all the people from there, or some of the people went there and they stood against them and they fought against them, and there was this big battle, and there was this battle of even, whether it was physical or the battle of ideas, where they went in and they tried to talk people out of it, and they were the ones that turned on Randall Flagg and blew him up or killed him or whatever. That would make sense. They took a stand, right? And they took a stand against evil. They were going to show him what's up. But this is an A-bomb. It blew up all of New York. It's not like the spread is like a block. No, this thing would obliterate the entire city and everyone in it. So I was thinking at first, like, oh, I guess they needed to rally the troops so they were all in the square. They were all in the center of the city and they were waiting and whatnot. But as soon as fucking dude brought the bomb into town, God could have reached down and blew it up. So what was the stand even necessary for? When it's the name of the movie, especially when it's the name of the book, you would think it would be something very climatic, especially at the end of a 6-hour thing. But you're sitting there and you're waiting for it. All they do is they walk. Why? Why did they need to walk there? There was no need for that. They could have drove there. So they walked there, which ended up breaking Stu's leg. And it was like almost prophesized. So was Stu supposed to live? Was he supposed to break his leg? And in breaking his leg, this of course points the point on Tom Cullen. Like, what did Tom Cullen even achieve? All he does is he comes back and saves Stu. But if Stu would have just taken a car, then he wouldn't have broke his leg in the first place. So was it fated? And if it wasn't, if it was, then what the fuck? And if it wasn't, then what was the point? What was the point of them walking? What was the point of them getting there? What was the point of all of that? Like, to gather them all in Times Square, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of the city, so that they'd all get hit by the blast? But they don't do anything. Trash was bringing the bomb to the city anyways. Blow it up when he gets there. It would kill everyone in town anyway. Like, what are they standing against? What is the point? I don't get it. I don't understand. This is why I'm saying this makes no sense to me. The ending is extremely lackluster because I just don't understand the point of any of it. And why are the people in Vegas even concerned with what are people in Boulder even doing outside of Flagg pushing it into their head that they're their enemies? But like, why? I just don't buy that they would care. They'd be like, who? We don't even know about it. Like, let's just party. Like, we're in Vegas. Let's have fun. Like, it's the end of the world. And, we're the ones left. Like, why would they even be concerned with Abigail? Like, the Abigail Coalition, the group of people in Boulder. Like, what do they even need from them? They don't know. How do they even know they exist outside of Flagg even telling them about them? Oh, they're their enemy. Okay, that's fine. And I get that. Like, they see them as an enemy, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's needs to be so much more. And I'm sure in the book there is. I'm sure someone's screaming at this, like, oh my God, in the book it's explained this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this is why it's important. This is what's happened here, and they fucked it up in the movie. But we're only talking about the movie here. And in the movie, it kind of amounts to nothing. It all amounts to nothing in the end for me. Trash comes back and he looks like he has radiation poisoning, which is, I'm sure, what it is. It's brutal. And yeah, I put, what did the three of them do? The stand? Question mark. Against what? And then you even see Mother Abigail in the window at the end, and in the little nursery there, or whatever. And the kid's the only one that can see her. That effect looks so dumb. Yeah, the ending is just stupid to me. I can't make any rhyme or reason of it. It's so lackluster. I honestly don't have a lot to say. This is going to be a quick one because it's just my disappointment with the ending. That one dude stands up to him and gets his ass shot. That doesn't amount to anything. Like, you're losing your people, this and that. I mean, he didn't lose anybody. They blew them all up. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. And if he has those powers to be able to kill people and to turn into a crow and all this, he couldn't have, like, used his powers to make the bomb disappear or the bomb be inactive or anything? I don't know. Randall Flagg ends up not being a very formidable foe, and also they tried way too late to establish bad characters in this. The secondary characters, his little entourage of guys. Like, none of those guys, Ratman and all these guys, they're not explored at all. I don't know anything about Ratman. I know he looks crazy. And I know that Lloyd is cool, and I really like his performance. I mean, it's Miguel. He's a great guy. He's a great actor, but he's not explored enough. I don't know enough about him. I feel like there could have been more depth to him. So I hope these characters are explored better in the new mini series coming out. And I will read the book one day. But other than that, guys, stay safe, okay? As I said before, some people are taking this too seriously. Some people aren't taking this seriously enough. The only thing I can say to you guys is listen to the experts. If they say don't go out, if they say, we're closing these places, fucking take that as a reason they're doing it. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Neither of you. This is an unprecedented time where they've closed down this and that. I mean, they don't fucking restrict travel and close Disneyland and cancel sports and move movies out and put movies on VOD, and they don't do this shit unless stuff's serious. So, take it seriously, but don't take it too fucking seriously. But stay safe, guys, and I hope that this eventually is a bad memory for all of us. Something that happened in our past, and we can look back on and be like, fuck, remember the COVID-19 crisis? Yeah, it's a wild time, man. Every year you never know what's going to happen, what's going to be the next thing, and we should be lucky that it's not as deadly as it could be. But of course we also have to be we have to respect how deadly it is actually going to be. And a lot of people are gonna perish from this, and it's fucking sad. That all said, this video, I'm gonna watch this in like a year and be like, oh shit, yeah, remember that was crazy times. I hope so. I hope it doesn't get much worse, but we shall see. All right, guys, adios.